All right, so I've done the Cataraqui Trail, I've done the Ottawa Valley Recreational Trail. Now it's finally time to do the K&P Trail. So, you know me, I don't like waiting to do these things. Let's just get moving and see what there is to discover. And that's it, I'm away. Right about here should be where it joins the old, yep, there's the old railway line. Let's move. What a beautiful day. So ever since I first started recording my first cycling video, I'd wanted to come on out here and ride the K&P Trail. And I've never done it. So last year, when I was doing all the cycling and thinking about different places to go and getting myself back into some kind of shape, I put this high up on my list of places to go to and check out. But I didn't have it on the list for last year. I had it on the list for summer vacation 2023. And now that we're finally there, now I finally get to do the trail. So I'm not going to do the whole length of the K&P Trail. I'm going to be going and trying to do it in different sections. So I have a plan for today, and the last time I did a rail to trail, there was no plan. Today there is a plan. Today I want to get up to Verona. I might go a little bit past, but I'm not going to go too far past. But at least get up to Verona. I'd like to get through Harrowsmith, ride the little section of the Cataraqui Trail that's there. It's kind of a shared part, and then continue on north. All right, there is a gap. All right, let's keep on keeping on. So already I'm really enjoying the vibes of this trail. It's not like the Ottawa Valley Recreational Trail where at the beginning there I was kind of like, I don't know. Oh, this right from the start, right from the trailhead. I dig this. Swamplands, nice. Marshlands, swamplands, whatever you want to call it. What a perfect day. So I might be talking a little bit more during this video than I would normally. I've got a couple of things to say and this trail excites me, so that's going to make me a little talky. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I guess the first thing on my mind is that I actually grew up in Kingston, and for years and years and years, nothing ever changed in Kingston. It was static, and we didn't have anything like this. And I actually remember this old railway line here, and it's kind of neat to see it being changed into a recreational trail like this. So when I first heard about this a couple of years ago, I thought to myself, man, I'd really love to go check that out. And finally here I am today. Oh, that's nice. I love places like this where an effort's been made to preserve an area for wildlife. They put up barriers along the side so that the baby turtles don't cross over. Pretty cool. Looks like we're about to go under Highway 401. Yep. Oh, it's dark in here. Pretty awesome. Kind of neat being back in my old stomping grounds on a bike. To think of all the probably tens of thousands of times, if not 100,000 of times, that I've jumped on two wheels around here. I guess part of the reason I'm attracted to these kind of trails more than anything else is that for years and years, these old lines, they didn't take any passenger service on it. So you had no opportunity to see what kind of scenery was along these. And I just remember as a kid hearing all these stories about how beautiful the landscape was on some of these old railway lines that the commercial trains would run through. And this is now our first opportunity to be able to get to see what they saw. And I think that's the big appeal for me and why I think it's really just so cool. It'd be really awesome if there wasn't a line of trees on both sides, but you can't have it all, and you know, eventually the trail does open up north of here. Unless a whole bunch of trees have grown in since I last saw it. Kind of neat going through that rock cut area right there and here. Oh. Now, if I remember right, I need to cross the road and go to my right. That's really nice. When the tracks here must have first been laid down and there weren't any trees, must have had a heck of a view there. This is so cool, just winding through the countryside like this. Look at that hill. Just carved right into the middle of it. A busy section coming up here. Who'd have thought thered be a traffic jam in the middle of nowhere? All right, let's go. This is just beautiful. So at this point, anybody who's watched my previous videos, you've heard me talk about what the scenery looks like where I grew up. And this is it. This is where I grew up. This is the scenery. The trees have gotten a little taller, but the types of flora and fauna here haven't changed. Now, trying to remember where I go from here. All right. So I want to continue along the trail. I'm not 100% sure where I need to go for it. Oh, I'm going down the wrong street. Oh, that makes more sense. I just had a quick look at the map. This area is a little confusing. There it is. There's a few spots like that where it's just not quite as obvious. But that's why Google Maps was made for. This is nice. Like I said, it's my first time riding the trail. Give me a break. So we've left the deciduous woods and now in coniferous. This won't last long though. From what I remember, it's just kind of a little band north of Kingston and changes back. what I appreciate more about this trail compared to the Ottawa Valley Trail is that on this one here, when there's a crossing like that back there, there's no stop signs. You can just keep on going. So you're not always ducking your speed and then getting back up. Now it's early on to be saying that, but so far so good. Glad I'm wearing a visor. I work in this field. A beautiful old barn to my right, but I don't know if the trees will clear up. Yeah, just for a bit. This is great. I'm loving this. Well, the first section of the K&P Trail did not disappoint, so now it's time to continue on, do the second section here, and check it out. Now, when I was getting started on this ride, I was saying that I'm only going to go as far as Verona and maybe a little bit north. So that's true, but it's actually the section north of Verona that's got me the most curious. That's the part that I want to see the most. But I don't want to just skip a section of the trail and start in Harrowsmith or start in Verona and go there. I'd like to experience the whole trail for myself. Same thing as when I did the Ottawa Valley Rec Trail. I knew that, just from the little bit that I'd looked at the maps, that the opening section of that might not wow. There's another oh look a squirrel moment. But I knew that the opening section of that trail might not be exactly what I was looking for, but I still wanted to experience it. I wanted to see what was there, and maybe there were some nice surprises. And as it turns out, there definitely were a few nice surprises. The marshlands that were there were really lovely. I got surprised by the old coniferous forest that just has been decimated, and it's just the skeletons of the trees, and it goes on and on and on. That I was not expecting. So it's always worthwhile to check out everything when you're going to do something like this, because you never know what you'll experience. And so far, The start of the K&P Trail here has not disappointed me at all. This has been wonderful. Oh, I love this. Just picture the train going straight through here. The branches hanging over top. The curve, the height. That, for me, was just perfect. So just like the Cataraqui Trail, the K&P Trail puts a smile on my face. I love that. That is so nice. Wow. Look at that. That's worth slowing down for a little bit. On my way back, I'll definitely be taking pictures here. Oh, little thing. Oh, he's gonna keep moving on off the trail. I didn't realize that wasn't a bird. Can't fly yet. Well, that's the fastest I've ever hit the brakes on this bike. Now I've got a flat spot in my tire. So I think the difference for me between the Ottawa Valley Recreational Trail and the K&P Trail and the Cataraqui Trail is the width of the trail. Here it's not quite as wide as a road, so it keeps that trail feeling, but the OVRT, it was a lot wider, so it was almost like riding a country road, and that wasn't the experience that I was looking for. This right here, the fields, narrow trail, wind in my face, this is what I wanted. Now all that said, when I got north of Carleton Place on the other trail, the views out there changed to stuff like this. And that made a big, big difference for me. Like, this is just gorgeous. It's the kind of stuff that I want to see when I'm out here. Now, it's not knocking the Ottawa Valley Recreational Trail. It's a multi-use trail, and it's designed with ATVers in mind and cyclists and pedestrians, and they built it wide so that it works well for all users while they're on the trail at the same time. But it just doesn't have that same feel to it, doesn't have the same vibe to it. So as much as I enjoyed the north section there, I don't think I'm going to be revisiting the trail. But the K&P Trail, I can definitely see myself coming back and enjoying this from time to time. Go. That's kind of cool. I won't lie, this is pretty damn cool right here. So I was talking a little earlier about unexpected surprises, and that was one of them. Getting to go underneath the power grid like this. Oh, and there's more too. That just looks super cool. Wow, I can't believe how massive that is. I might jinx it, but so far today, I haven't eaten any bugs. I love how curvy this trail is. Oh my God, do I ever love this. Great view. So cool, just cutting right through the wetlands. Now, the crazy amount of engineering that went into building the railway line in the first place, if you can just imagine that, it's mind-boggling, especially with the technology that was available at the time that it was built. And even the mapping. It's really great that, you know what, even after the railway line's been decommissioned, all that hard work hasn't gone away to nothing. Instead, we still get this here today. And it's still appreciated, maybe appreciated more than it ever was. Oh, that's nice. Nice to see little rest spots dotted here and there. Beautiful day.
Oh, sorry.
I see the trail being maintained. That's pretty cool. It's the first time I've ever seen it. Oh, what do we got coming up here? Wow, that's beautiful. Would you look at this? You know, there are some spots that just leave me at a loss for words, and I've always found wetlands to be really beautiful. And this spot does that for me. This is just wonderful. But we're not here to stay and admire the view here all day. We're here to get to Verona and to keep on seeing what else is on the trail. On my way back, I'll definitely be stopping there and enjoying the view a little longer. Oh, wow. That is cool. That just goes down. Trail's a bit iffy around here for grip, but not too bad. Not want to fall off the trail here. Here's okay. Back there, you didn't want to do that. A rock cut too. This trail just keeps on delivering, doesn't it? All right, let's move. stuff like that, you've got no idea. You can't see any of that stuff on satellite imagery. You have to actually get out there and experience it for yourself. So here's where the trail ends. The railway tracks just continue straight down there, but we need to join the Cataraqui Trail. How cool is this? So back on the Cataraqui Trail after a little bit away from it. It's nice to be back. Feels good. Now the K&P line is just a bit south of us, right in that tree line right there. I don't know if there were two railway lines running here concurrently, so this one here, I don't know if it existed at the same time that one did, or if they just built this instead for whatever reason. But to me, this looks like an old railway line because we're so raised up and it's straight. So I think there were the two of them side by side. And when they built the trail system, they decided, since it was so close together, they're just going to merge the K&P and Cataraqui Trail at the closest point, and then just a little bit west of here, the K&P takes off and continues north towards Verona. So it just made more sense to have the one trail versus trying to maintain the two and create the two. But sure does make me curious to want to see just what's over there, another 50 feet or so in the trees. Just knowing it's there is, right there. I can actually see it. Right there. There's the old K&P railway line. If you didn't know it was there, you could easily miss it, but when you know it's right there, it's so easy to spot the hump. Moving right in there. Perfect. So this is where I started off the video, from Harrowsmith to Napanee, or Strathcona. Cars. It's got no cars. Perfect. I think this is the section coming up right here where the K&P and the Cataraqui Trail split up again. Yep, this is it. Well, this is it. Say goodbye to the Cataraqui Trail and hello again to the K&P. This is exciting. I remember coming down the Cataraqui Trail for the first time and discovering that the K&P crossed it and wondering what lay ahead, knowing that I couldn't find out. I had to wait. Wow. And here I am almost a year later, and I get to ride the trail. You know, another thing that's really cool about these rail to trail things is it provides cyclists a safe way to get from point A to point B. So in the past, when I'd bike along Highway 38, I didn't have any choice but to go where all the cars and all the traffic was. Beautiful place. Beautiful spot. I was gonna have a place in the country. Something like this would be it. Anyways, it's sure nice not to have to worry about drunk drivers or dodging traffic, impatient drivers that just want to save 30 seconds on their commute, put your life in danger. It's another one of the reasons why I love coming out and doing rides like this versus riding around people. Look at this place, huh? This path carved through the countryside just for me. Right now, anyways. someone's been maintaining the side of the trail, which is super cool. I think I see who's been maintaining the side of the trail, right up ahead of me. It's a nice dude in a tractor, and looks like he's doing the one side right now. Here. Beautiful countryside. See the trees starting to close in overhead, and probably won't be too much longer before this is all under a canopy. Maybe another 10 years. So we had a summer cottage one year up around Verona, and the neat thing about this trail is that the train tracks actually crossed over the road that was right close to where the cottage was. So to me, it's like, I still remember the train tracks from when I was a kid. And I remember my brother and I cycling down the country road, and we'd cross over the tracks, and I still remember the experience. So kind of neat to just know that now I'm actually riding on where the train tracks used to be. And that house has got a big sag in the middle. Well, this is it. This is going to be the last stretch to Verona. Kind of excited to make it down this part of the trail and get to see my end goal. Meat silo. Thank you. Oh, wow. Would you look at that? Right by the highway. This is great. Almost didn't realize my brain was just in another dimension and was like, oh, wait, that's a stop sign. What have we got here? I was wondering, I knew there was a dip here. I was wondering what they did. All this just to keep the line level. So much work went into this. You can see the road way down there too. It's kind of cool. The other downside of biking on a highway is you've got all the hills to deal with. Here, not so much. What an experience this has been. Size of that. Thought I was a snack until he realized I was bigger. Hopefully there's nothing else out here that thinks I'm a snack. Wow. Thank you. Napanee River. Oh no. Got to one of these 20km/h speed limit zones. Oh. I mean, yay! Hopefully this doesn't stick around for too long, because these 20km/h zones are just brutal. 25 would have been more acceptable, but 20, it's like, you're trying to make any kind of distance. This is brutal. This is it. This is the last stretch right before Verona. Almost there. Almost at the end of this trip. So I said I might stop at Verona, or I might go a little bit past. And the answer is, I'm stopping here in Verona because I'm definitely coming back and I'm definitely continuing this trail. But that's going to be for another day. So Verona makes a good starting point versus trying to find some place in the middle of nowhere. It's a little town I know. It's a town I spent some time in, and it's actually a Really, really nice place. So this was a really neat experience. Somebody didn't like me. This is it. This is Bank Street. It's a little bit overcast here today, so it's not the greatest of weather to be filming in, but at least it's cooler. I'm not going to be overheating or anything, and should be some great sights to see along the way here. I'm really looking forward to this ride. It's going to be exciting, and looks like I forgot my gloves in the bag here, so when I get to the trail, I'm just going to stop and get those put on. So just like Yarker, Verona here has changed part of the old K&P line into a road. This is just a little dead end road. Not much traffic on it. Stop here and get the gloves put on, and away we go. All right, so gloves are on and time to go. Okay, crossing the Highway 38. Nice little lake there to my right. Oh, it's a real nice area to have a summer cottage, that's for sure. Especially right here by the lake. Enjoy a little bit of peace and quiet and get out on the lake, do some swimming. So the reason I decided to come back today and do the last part of the trail instead of waiting until it's a nice sunny day is that we've actually had a little bit of a rainy season in the last month here in the area. And we had a little bit of a break in the rain over the last week, but starting later on tonight, they're calling for like a week straight worth of rain. So it might change, it might not. And I just thought, instead of taking a chance and waiting to see if there's better weather, I want to go and do the last part of this trail. So I'm going to take the opportunity I've got here today and come on out and enjoy it. And so far, it certainly hasn't disappointed. I think gotta be coming up here on the road crossing for where we had a cottage when I was younger. Yep. So little me had biked up and down this road right here a couple of times to go into Verona, and I crossed the train tracks right there. I actually remember crossing those tracks there too. Oh, the sun came out a little bit here. What a treat. All right, now I don't think I saw any 20 km/h community safety signs after the crossing, so I'm gonna get going. And if there were, and I missed it, I apologize. but I think I'm good. Wow. This is pretty cool. This is like really dark, really covered in. This gives off like some eerie, I don't know, Sherlock Holmes mystery vibes right here. So I'm gonna do my best to avoid the worst of the potholes, but because this is ATV territory here, there's going to be some ruts and potholes that I'm just not going to be able to avoid. I know stabilization on the 360 camera is really good, but it's got its own limits. Oh, wow. Definitely about the experience. Look at that right ahead of me, huh? Wow. Whoa. Last second dodge there. Yeah, so when the sun's out, and it's a mix of sun and shade on the ground, it's hard to see where the potholes are in front of me. But I've done pretty well so far. Coming up on the first stop sign here. And another road crossing. Beautiful field. Oh. The sun came out at just the perfect time to show that off. And I guess I should talk a little bit about why I'm so excited to do this section of the trail. Just north of Verona here, there's a part where it shoots off from Highway 38. It's maybe about 10 kilometers long or so. But it really does go into the wilderness, and it crosses over some wetlands, and there's like this causeway that goes through it, and I really want to experience that. So you can see all that stuff on the satellite imagery from Google Maps, and it just looks so cool. So that section alone in my books should just make this trip right here worthwhile. Although from Verona to here hasn't been anything to sneeze at yet either. This has just been amazing. All right, let's keep going. Welcome to Godfrey. Here's an old culvert. I see something to my left there. So I wonder if that was the old part of the K&P line there. And over time they moved it over to the left. Because that really did look like an old railway bridge down there, but a lot lower than the crossing that I did. Oh, and looks like I'm going to be crossing back over Highway 38. Go. There's another nice field. Old barn that's collapsed in on itself. Okay, looks like I'm good to go. Looks like this section's been freshly graded, so it'll take out all the potholes, but makes the surface a little bit looser for me. This means I have to concentrate a little bit more, so I might get a little quiet here. If I had fat bike tires, this would be a lot simpler for me, but I'm kind of old school where I like having a mountain bike and mountain bike tires, so wow. Oh, look at this rock cut. Just imagine 100 years ago, the workers blasting through the rocks to create the railway line and keep driving it north. I assume it was going north. Now who knows, at this point, maybe they were trying to go south. Now, the other day when I did the section south of Verona, I praised the trail for not having all the stop signs. And this section here has got them all. Now, I do understand why they're here, because this is a shared trail, so you don't want the ATVs just screaming through here and running into somebody as they're pulling into their driveway. So, as we saw earlier today going into Verona, that guy wasn't paying any attention to the 20km/h speed limit. He was just ripping through there. So hopefully people do stop at those stop signs and, you know, keep people safe. I think that's what the point of them is for. This is nice. There's a bathroom back there. That's kind of cool. So if you get caught out while you're on the trail, you don't have to go in the bush. You got a spot there. Always nice to see when people who are designing these things think ahead. It's nice to see Frontenac County putting in the money to build and maintain a nice little trail system like this. I would love to see Leeds and Grenville do the same thing with the old B&W line. That would just be perfect for so many reasons. Rockville's putting itself as a tourism hub of the Thousand Islands. and cycling tourism or backpacking tourism. It's gained a lot of momentum in the last 15 years or so. And the thing is that the K&P Trail, it connects up with, oh gosh, the Trans-Canada Trail north of here, the Tay Valley Recreational Trail, and all that stuff in turn also connects up with the Ottawa Valley Recreational Trail and also the Cataraqui Trail short of here. So the Trans-Canada Trail does what it says. It goes all the way across Canada. And the B&W line crosses over the Cataraqui Trail up around the hamlet of Forfar. So if they were able to do the B&W Trail, that would just connect everything up to Brockville, and it would connect to all of our smaller communities as well. So you'd have like Athens and Delta and Lyndhurst. They would all get connected up to this trail network. So to me, it's a no-brainer. I would love to see somebody with a little bit of pull in the government with Leeds and Grenville do something and make it happen. That would be just so cool. Anyway, I did say I would be a little bit more talky in these videos than I normally am, and I think I'm right on point for that. It's just something I'm passionate about, and yeah, I'm kind of excited by what I'm seeing here, and oh, this is really cool. So now I might be quiet for a little bit as I play dodge the potholes here. Oh wow, that's nice. Look at this straight ahead. I don't know, just in my mind, I just picture seeing the train running down here. The little steam locomotive with the smoke billowing out of its smokestack, and also, I can't help but notice the grade right here. The K&P out of the K&P Trail stands for Kingston and Pembroke. So it's the Kingston and Pembroke line. It was also nicknamed the Kick and Push because of some of the hills that happened along the railway line. This one here definitely isn't the worst of it, but I'm kind of hoping we might get to see something here along the way, because if you could just imagine, like on a summer's day, this kind of stuff is no problem, but in the middle of winter after an ice storm, you know, trains still have to move. And you could just imagine, like, some of the steeper grades would definitely be a problem for the conductors and engineers. This is really nice, huh? That is a huge turkey in the woods to my left. Wow, that was a big guy. Huh. It's kind of neat how you just cross a road and then suddenly the scenery around you completely changes. Like where that road was, we went from forest to here where everything's all new growth. I don't know what the story is with that, whether this is wetlands here or whether this is old farmlands that's just sort of regrowing, but kind of interesting. Oh, there's a nice field. Wow. Love it when things open up like this. The other thing I love, which I don't think I mentioned yet, is that, okay, I just did a really long straight stretch and there's one coming up here with the hill ahead of me. But for a railway line, this is actually pretty windy. I was noticing that around Kingston, and I'm noticing it up here too, that got a lot of curves on the trail, which definitely helps to keep it from getting boring. freshly turned soil there to my right. Must be an active farm here. Oh yeah, there it is. Man, I love those old silos. It's a cool little place. Oh, this is definitely where the livestock graze. Man, I love this. This is so bloody cool. This is definitely giving up Charlotte Lake vibes. Oh, and I guess I should explain that too. I'm up in cottage country. So this is where, Verona is about where all the cottages start. So in the summertime, people come up here and this is kind of where you go to get to the lakes, and you've got the beautiful rocks and it's like red granite and these kind of trees. Just really, really relaxing. Great spot to go camping. And as I'm finding out, also a great spot to go trail riding. Wow. Would you look at this? I think this is the causeway I was thinking about. See a bridge up ahead. I'm definitely going to stop here and have a look at the surroundings. That's really nice. Huh. I love wetlands. Everything from the sights to the sounds. They're just amazing places. So time to continue this journey on the K&P Trail. So far, this has been exactly what I hoped for. Not just the section I'm doing today, but the entire trail so far. That's nice. Right there, wow. Every time you just think that you're just in the middle of this tree-lined forest, there's just a break and scenery just gets better. Okay, so I guess ATVs, whoa. ATVs are not allowed here, and there's more huge turkeys. I don't know how close I can get to these guys, but not that close. They're just showing me the way. Sorry guys, I can't do that. Off they go into the woods. Nice area. Beautiful. I got so distracted by the turkeys I almost missed my scenery. Oh wow, what a beautiful lake. Wow. That's a nice view. And oh wow, there's a loon there in the water too. Amazing. This, right there on that point, that would be the perfect place to have a cottage. Or just own the land and go camping, keep it natural. Oh, there's a boat here. Oh, hey, there you go. Somebody else has the same idea as me. Like, this is the perfect spot. Oh, check that out. I love the rock formations. Another little culvert. There we go. Oh, trail was trying to washboard me there. Okay, to my right, this is really cool. There's another section where you've got all these skeletal trees poking out of the water. And I don't think it's got anything to do with the railway being put down here. So I'm not sure what happened there. Huh. Road to my left. Wow. Okay, now we're talking. Look at this causeway. That would be a cool home to own there on my left. Just have this view every morning when you wake up. What is that? That was a duck, just hanging out on the trail. This is awesome. I'm definitely seeing a good hill right here. All right, let's move. Okay, so earlier I was talking about the kick and push and grades. I think this might have been one of them. Just imagine the rails covered in ice and then trying to get up this in the winter. For the underpowered locomotives of the time, this would have been interesting. Ooh. I see they've done their best to try to keep the grades as low as possible though, but looks like that's a pretty steep incline, so they did what they could. Whew. Wow. Once again, my favorite word of the day is wow. How can you not appreciate this? Oh wow, look at that, to my left there's an old hockey rink there. Wonder what the story with that is. That is pretty cool though. All right. So there's two options right here. I can stay on Highway 38 for a little bit and then get back on the trail. Or there's a little section of the old K&P line to my right. And I know this is probably gonna be dicey because this is gonna be ATV playground till we get to that. But I gotta check out this little section of the line here. I can't come all this way and not do it. This isn't bad. Only have the right tires for it. And, yep. This is the old line again. Oh, an old bus. Looks like it's from the 1950s or 60s. Not much left of it. What's the story here? Am I crossing the highway again? Looks like maybe. All right. Yeah, this looks very K&P Trail-y. Am I wrong? I'm definitely wrong. This is a dam. Over there? All right, thank you. It looked like the trail. Half the fun is having an adventure, I guess. Yeah, maybe the railway line crossed over there before. I think they just like seeing people do that. Makes them laugh. And now I've got to figure out where. I think I'm crossing the highway again. Yep, back there. Yeah, this part isn't signed very well. All right, we're good. Oh. This is nice. Here we are. That guy was so nice for helping me out. I guess he's probably seen it a million times. Oh, wow. In all honesty, I can't even complain about it. I mean, except for that one little section so far, this trail's been super easy to follow. look at this, old telegraph poles. There's something that you really don't see much of anymore these days. Used to be a point when I was a kid where you still saw a bunch of these, but not anymore. Wow, and that one's still got the wires on it. Beautiful area. What a scene. Yeah, this one's got the cables too. Doesn't have the insulators like the other one, but really nicely preserved. Now let's get a move on. Another little rock cut. Nice cliff. I love how even though I was expecting cloud all morning, the sun just keeps on poking out at all the right moments here today. It's like this journey here today was meant to happen. Wow. I'm surprised I've only seen the one ATV here today too. Oh. Wow, 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 wow. I'm gonna stop here and appreciate this. Wow, this is so peaceful here. I really don't want to leave this place, but I gotta keep moving. All right. All right, let's keep going. I just feel like I was saying goodbye too early to that place. know, it's a great feeling when a place like this just leaves you wanting more. Just means that it's firing on all cylinders for you. This was a section that I really wanted to see, and I had expectations, and it met and went above those expectations. Wow. That was very good. It would be something to have a house or a cottage right on this trail. If you were good with the sounds of the ATVs going by, which I'm sure is a lot quieter than the trains, this would be so much fun. We're back down to 20 kilometers per hour. So I have been going for a while, but I don't think this is Charlotte Lake. Nah, this definitely isn't. I know enough about the trail that I've got to be on the left side of Highway 38. That's really cool. This is a neat stretch. Oh, okay, I think I understand. So, I'm not on the original line right now. We're doing a diversion. So, the lands must have been bought up, houses built, and so that's going to slow people down. And there's blind curves. I'm guessing now I'm back on it? Yeah. Okay. I dig that. It's a nice little area too. There's the highway. I don't see any more 20km/h signs. Nope, I do. Oh, but I see another one up ahead, so I think going back up to 50, which, like I said earlier, for me doesn't matter, I can't go that fast. The gearing on this bike just isn't set up to do 50. Let's move. Nice. Oh, there's a deer. He is not moving. Wow, what a great encounter. Again, I think they built houses where the main line used to be and just doing a little detour and then back on it. If the railway was here originally, this would have been a heck of a hill to try to get up. I don't think so, because it wouldn't be able to curve like this. It must still be on the detour. There's just no way. It's definitely a bypass area. And then down here, yeah, this is where it rejoins the trail. Yep, you see where it used to go through the trees there. this is cool, right by the lake. Is this Charlotte Lake, I wonder? Am I close enough? We did cross over, so I know this is the last part of the trail that I want to be doing. Oh, nice. Back up to 50. Let's move. Oh, look at this rock cut. Wow, that's a tall one. Mile marker number 71. Oh, this is cool. Oh. Oh, more wetlands. Very nice. I think my guess was right. Must just be outside of Verona now. That's a cool fence. Oh, this is new. I think this used to be the section where you had to go up on Highway 38 for a bit. one of the reasons that I really like trails like this is it keeps cyclists off the roads, especially on a busy highway like Highway 38, where people just want to get to their cottages, or they want to get home after they've gone to their cottages, and another cyclist on the road slowing me down by 30 seconds. I can't have that. And then they swerve into you, and I've been hit a couple of times by cars. Lucky, not bad enough to fall off my bike and hurt myself, but you know, it's kind of scary. And you realize that, you know, these people are probably only saving 5 seconds, and they're road raging, and they feel like they own the road. And yeah, you're putting somebody's life in danger. So when I'm driving, I try to be courteous to cyclists, and when I'm cycling, I try to be courteous to drivers. Just because I know that what it's like being on both sides of the fence there. So that little bypass, and now we're back on the trail, and wow. Come back onto this. Amazing. So yeah, I really appreciate places like this because, hey, if you want to do a bike trip from Kingston to Charlotte Lake like I'm doing right now, you can do it. You can stay off the roads. So you're keeping the motorists happy, you're keeping yourself happy. It's just a win-win situation. There's an interesting building. This is cool. Okay. I'm gonna just take a second here. Just get up to these signs. This right here, this is the Trans-Canada Trail. So you can see you got the signs, Caldar 40, Tweed 65. Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Alright, so that means, yep, here it is, Charlotte Lake. I think I see a fox on the trail too. Nice. at that, huh? That's beautiful. And this is Charlotte Lake, where I've spent so many summers of my youth. But this isn't where it ends. Oh no. I'm going through the village of Charlotte Lake. I'm going to take the K&P Trail past the Trans-Canada Highway. So I remember, this is all different. Family health team, Belong, Charlotte Lake. Wasn't this a grocery store or a restaurant when I was a kid? I remember my parents used to come here. Yeah, I think it was a restaurant. Look at this. They've done the K&P up nicely here. I love the cliffs too. Nice to see them taking some pride in the trail and showing it off like this. This is great. And I think, yeah, so right here, this is where the K&P Trail is going to split up, and the Tay Valley Recreational Trail goes to the right, and then the K&P Trail goes to the left. So I'm going to go down the Tay Valley a little bit, just because I want to see this. This is kind of cool. Neat little display. Oh, we got some old railway tools right here. All right. Time to continue on. There we go, the K&P. Wow, this is super smooth. This really feels like the Ottawa Valley Recreational Trail right here. So it's been years since I've been on the K&P north of Highway 7, which is Trans-Canada Highway. And way back when I used to go and just go for drives in the country and stuff like that, I discovered it. And it pulled all the railway ties and the tracks and stuff like that long before I did that. But the trail was really rough. It was just mud, there's big rocks and potholes. ATVs loved it. You had a bunch of people that were living on the trail that had their trucks, and you know, it'd get all rutted up. And it wasn't anything at all like this. Like, this is very, very nice. Like, the whole K&P section so far has just been absolutely great. There's a stop sign there. It should be here. So you can just imagine back in the day. Would have traveled back here. There's Charlotte Lake again. Another nice view. Yeah, beautiful scenery. That's something I wasn't expecting to see on the trail, was a car. I figured maybe down by the cottages, but maybe there's another cottage up here. ATVs, yeah. Cyclists, yeah. Pedestrians, yeah. Cars, nope. Beautiful view. Could be, cart could be from that property right there. Would make sense. Park right there by the water. Go up. I was just trying to think. It was like, I know a car definitely couldn't squeeze underneath the highway, so. Pretty sweet. Well, this is it. This is getting to be the end of my journey. Oh, that's pretty cool. Just like on the Ottawa Valley Trail, there's a turnoff for ATVs down there, so if you need to go get gas, you can go and get some. And another little access point to Charlotte Lake. So I'm pretty sure that's still the lake. Beautiful. So, what are my thoughts on the K&P Trail? I absolutely loved it. I thought this was just amazing. I enjoyed my time on the trail. I enjoyed everything about it. This is a great example to other municipalities and counties of how to properly do up a trail. Nice. Wow. All right, here we go. Oh. I'll let them go ahead. Go ahead. I guess we're not going any further. I was kind of hoping that they would have done this section of the trail. I don't know if motorbikes are still allowed up here or not. I think they are. Pretty sure they are. Yeah, every time I'm out on the K&P, it delivers. Wonder why everybody's all stopped up here. Maybe just taking a break. Yeah, I think they're just having a break. How's it going? Makes me feel better to see other people when I'm out in a place as remote as this. Wow. I just tried doing the Trans-Canada Trail south of Charlotte Lake. In that section, I was talking about whether or not I would come up here and do this. And I wasn't sure if I would or wouldn't. I came up here and I did it. What a scene. So I talked a little bit about not being entirely comfortable doing this section of the trail alone because it's remote. Worried about wildlife encounters and if anything goes wrong, that kind of stuff. Well, I sort of figured with it being the weekend, this is going to be a little bit busier. And I'm going to take my chances. Oh, this is amazing. I love how curvy this is. The rock cuts and the hills, and this is just great. More marshlands. Pretty cool place. The last couple of times that I rode the K&P Trail, I had a goal in mind. Today, not so much. I hadn't even planned on coming out and doing this section until maybe about 30 minutes ago. So, no big plans here. I think it's so cool how these sections of the trail are raised up like this. Always love that. Very pretty. Wow. Nice little creek down there too. Amazing little spot. That was mile marker number 84. 84 kilometers since Kingston. This is so cool. I know I keep saying that, but it really is so cool to me. Just beautiful. We got another sign here. I like having those "You Are Here" signs every now and then. Yeah, Cataraqui Trail is definitely my favorite, but K&P is a close second. No questions asked about that. I think the difference for me between the two is that the Cataraqui Trail, you've got all these sections where you're really high up above the water, and then you've got the rock cuts, and you've got all those lakes, and it's just really scenic, especially after Chafee's Lock. Now, K&P doesn't quite have the same quality of scenery, but it's windy, it's pretty cool looking. And the scenery it does have, it comes in spades like this. It's like it just keeps giving. That smells like a little train right there on that bridge. So what I really love about the K&P is all the twists and turns. You don't get bored on this. Now there's one more trail that I've been kind of thinking about doing this summer to sort of close off my big long trail rides, and that's the Osgood Link Trail from Kemptville up to Ottawa. Now, the reason I haven't done that yet is because it's very, 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 very straight. And they've also been taking sections of that trail and sort of repurposing it for the O-Train extension. And I don't know if those sections of the trail have been brought back. Like, the original plan called that they were supposed to rehabilitate the trail once the O-Train link was complete. But I haven't been able to find anything one way or the other on that, so I could take it and just follow it as far as it goes. Man, this is so wild, just how it keeps on snaking through the countryside like this. Pretty amazing stuff. See signs of civilization once again. we go. Oh, and this is where the trail isn't quite as maintained. So this is how I remember the K&P Trail. Now I don't know how far or not far I'm gonna get on this. This is a case of, yeah. This is it. That's it for me. As far as I go. Now you may be asking yourself why. I mean, I could go from side to side, try to avoid some of the washouts, but it's just going to take me absolutely forever to get any further north. We've had a lot of rain the last little while, and this is what happens after some pretty big rainstorms. So, I am not sad about this. I was always wondering where I'd find a natural conclusion for my trip here on the K&P, and looks like this is it. So, yeah, this has been my experience riding the K&P, summer 2023.